Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing really well. I am doing awesome. Everything is awesome. I'm doing awesome. So, yeah, I haven't lost my sense of humor from this today. So I want to look at, so there was a Supreme Court ruling yesterday on the mandated vaccinations from New South Wales. I want to look at some a little bit more about the MP that was murdered. I want to look at some stuff that happened because Bali had an earthquake today, and also there was a tragic accident in West Java. I want to look at a few things, but one of the things I want to look at, apparently, it's a doozy. Hello, Mimo. It's a really doozy. Apparently Katie Joy in her Instagram live had a go at Todd Chrisley, and I want to have a look at that. So I want to have a look at that because apparently it's a doozy. So I've got a few things to talk about. Plus, I have a question for you guys to answer because you guys are intelligent. I'm just awesome, but you guys are intelligent. So hopefully we can get an answer to my pressing questions. I know, and this is the second live today, so that's pretty impressive, hey? Twice in a day. You sick of me yet? So, me no big brain says, hello, Bruce the COVID poo, how are you? So, the politician that was stabbed in the UK today, they're describing it as a terrorist. But what's come up interesting is that he actually raised knife and violence. You'll wait for the last one, yeah. UK David Amherst raised knife violence with Boris Johnson months before he was stabbed to death. So he was in a church talking to his constituents, and he was stabbed. So he stood in the UK Parliament to discuss escalating problems of shameless knife murders just months before he was stabbed to death while meeting with constituents. Prompted by the killing of teenage constituent Sir David 69 asked Prime Minister Boris Johnson in March what the government could do to counter knife crime. He represented Southend West in Essex, east of London. He was stabbed repeatedly by a man who walked into his meeting at a Methodist church on Friday. A 25-year-old man has been arrested with counter-terrorism authorities investigating the killing. They believe that it's terrorism-related. So in March, he was talking about the escalating violence, gun violence. So that's a picture of him there. Stabbings, knife crime in the UK has been on the upward trend for the past decade. Lockdown forced by COVID-19 saw a 15% decrease in stabbings in the 12 months to March, but there was still almost 50,000 knife crimes recorded. In the same period, there were less than 10,000 offences involving firearms. Some blame reduced numbers of police for the increased violence. In March, Mr Johnson, a fellow Conservative, told Sir David extra police had been enlisted to combat the problem. So, again, in 2016, Labor MP Jo Cox was attacked by her constituents as well, and she also died. So there seems to be... and then in 2010, another member was injured when he was stabbed in the stomach in 2010 by a female student who was radicalised by Al-Qaeda. Hello, Rosalind. In 2000, politician Nigel Jones and his aide Angela Pennington were attacked by a man wielding a sword. Mr Pennington was killed and Mr Jones was injured. So British MPs are protected by armed police when they're inside Parliament, but they have no such protection in their constituencies. So here's the question: with so many UK politicians being killed over the last few years, do they need to look at security for politicians when they're out and about, or do they need to put more police on the streets? I mean, it's pretty sad when you cannot do your job as a politician, um, in my opinion. So, what do you think about that? Yeah, I don't know what's with all the violence anymore. It's really quite freaky, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. So Bali had an earthquake, a 4.8 magnitude earthquake, 3 dead, 7 injured. The quake affected the Karansami and the Bangli districts on the eastern side of the tourist island, and the search has been concluded. Indonesia's search and rescue agency said in a statement the quake hit before dawn, causing people to run outdoors in a panic. It struck just as the island is beginning to reopen to tourists as the pandemic waves. So the quake was centered 62 kilometres northeast of Singaraja, a Bali port. So that is, so it looks like the earthquake has triggered landslides. So that's where a lot of the damage has come from. So Bali has copped it again. So it looks like the landslides are what caused a couple of deaths. And then we've got 11 students drowned and 10 rescued during a river cleanup in Indonesia's West Java province. So they were on a school outing. 11 students drowned and 10 students have been rescued during a school outing for a river cleanup in Indonesia's West Java province. 150 students from an Islamic junior school were participating in the cleanup on the banks of the river when 21 of them slipped into the water. The weather was good. There was no flash flood. The children who drowned were holding each other's hands. One of them slipped and the others followed. Isn't that horrifying? Hello, the fox. Rescuers used orange inflatable rafts to search for victims, and all students were accounted for. The students were not wearing any flotation devices. Some reports said they were trying to cross the river, which is popular for rafting and inner tubing. Rains cause frequent landslides and flash flooding in Indonesia. So they were on a school trip. 21 fell in the water and 11 drowned. So there we go, hey? Hello, the fox. All right. Okay, so yesterday, there was the ruling on the vaccinations. So there was mandatory vaccinations for New South Wales and essential workers valid. So Supreme Court dismisses appeal by 10 workers that public health orders should be overturned as they impinge their rights. So this was in court yesterday. This was a decision. So the court has ruled that health workers, teachers and construction workers need to be vaccinated to keep working, and those rules are valid. So there was a construction worker, an aged care worker and 8 others had argued the public health orders should be overturned as they impinged on various rights, including a right to bodily integrity and the right to the freedom of movement. Hello, Cal. But Justice Robert Beach Jones said arguing the health order impinged on rights was of little assistance when such abrogation was what the legislation set out to achieve. When all is said and done, the public health order in question restricted freedom of movement, he said. So far as the right to bodily integrity is concerned, it is not violated, as the impinged orders do not authorise the involuntary vaccination of anybody. The judge also dismissed claims the New South Wales Health Minister Brad Hazzard acted outside his powers. And the case was the first in a series across Australia challenging various limitations for unvaccinated people. So Friday's case also heralded a new era for Australian courts, with the video streams of the case hearings being watched 1.4 million times on YouTube. It peaked at 58,000 during the directions hearing, and more than 20,000 people tuned in on Friday. The court's use of YouTube to accommodate the increased public interest in the cases is indicative of the court's principle of open justice, the spokesperson said. So here's this is what they need to. Could you imagine how many views, though, Braz and Friendly Geordie's case would get on YouTube if it was on YouTube? And speaking of the Braz, is back. Braz is back. New South Wales Nationals just got home from the shop and this was already playing. How did that happen? I don't know. New South Wales National picked Nicole Overall to contest John Barilara's seat of Monaro in the by-election. So the New South Wales Nationals Party has announced Nicole Overall as the candidate for Monaro in the upcoming election. So she's a Queanbeyan-based journalist, author and social historian, will be the first woman member in the seat's 165-year history if she's successful. I'm honoured to be pre-selected today for the Nationals. So the electorate of Monaro stretches from the ACT to the Victorian border, encompassing cities including Queanbeyan, Coomba, and the New South Wales snowfields over 20,479 square kilometres. And so there's 4 by-elections: Willoughby, Monaro, Bega and Holsworthy. So she said Mr. Barilaro supports her nomination, though he was not present at today's announcement. Newly elected party leader Paul Toole said she was picked uncontested and listed her volunteer work helping the homeless and victims of domestic violence as some of her strengths. She's a straight shooter, Mr. Toole said. So that's Mr. Toole. Yeah, I did start a few minutes early. Yes, I spoke about that, and he actually brought up knife violence in Parliament. So anyway, we've got, she could be the first female member for Monaro. So there you go. This was interesting. This week has filled with major announcements for the Overall family. She said her husband, Tim, the mayor of Queanbeyan for 13 years, would not contest the position in the next local government election. So her husband's currently the mayor of Queanbeyan, and she wants to have the seat for the National Party. There's nothing suspicious there, eh? We will go on together with suspicious minds. Suspicious minds. Oh, that's an interesting thing. Yeah, I may have started, I think I started a few minutes early. That's all, Cal. Sometimes I do that. I've got to forget. Sometimes I'm sitting here and I get bored. So I started a bit early. Yes. Hello, Osbel. You need to tell me all the goss. I need to get all the goss from Osbel, and I can sit here and go, my source tells me. So Yes, so that's who's contesting Bruzz's seat. I don't know when that's going to be. Has there been a date set yet, Osbel? As to when you have to go vote again? Osbel is our Bella. Crikey's only many, many. So anyway, that is what's happening there. Oh, the stream's starting by itself. oh. I'm just magic. I said start. Yeah, Osbel's our source. I live under a rock and you keep me informed. Oh dear. So, those of you that were with me this morning would know that I had, a relationship that ended and everything. Anyway, I emailed the person and said, thank you for breaking my heart. Thank you for all of that because I've now come back stronger. Anyway, I got a reply and this is what I want to know. I've got a question. Okay. So the reply came back. Great news about the jobs. Good luck with the coffee dates. Again, I am sorry I hurt you. But my email said this. Thank you for breaking my heart and soul into a million different pieces that I've had to rebuild them over the last few weeks and am a totally different person to who I was. I am more confident, more amazing, and more beautiful than ever. Things are now happening in my life that I only dreamed of. I have 3 job opportunities with a 4th on the horizon. I've never had to choose before. And then I've said, none of this would have happened if you hadn't broken my heart. And but they came back with, again, I'm sorry I hurt you. So here's the question. Is the apology because they're feeling sad they've let me go? Is it to make me feel sad or to bring me back down to the pedestal or what? Here, that's my question. If I've said thank you for hurting me because I've actually rebuilt myself into a more amazing person, why would you then apologize for hurting me again? Because I've just said I'm fine with it. Oh, we're getting philosophical here. What do you reckon? Is there a bit of regret there? Is there a little bit of regret because, hey, I've gone into this amazing person, turned into this amazing person. He's gone back to an ex, and to use his words, it's a slow burn. And the daughter doesn't like him around. The woman's daughter doesn't like him around. It's a slow burn, and then here I am going, hey, this is amazing. Why did the koala fall? I don't know why did them. But anyway, I was just wondering whether that last phrase was supposed to, knock me down a little bit. Not going to talk about heartbreak. Oh, since my baby left me. Is that what you think? Well, I was wondering about that. I haven't responded yet. What I actually said was I wasn't going to check it. I was not going to contact until I was going to ask how he was on Wednesday. How things were going Wednesday. So, because it was dead. Oh, dear me. Yeah, but look, I'm happy to give people one chance, but to go back three times, when, and to say that things will be different this time. How many times have you heard that things will be different this time? And they're not. And said person did actually said that they had regret. So, but that, as I said, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. But I just thought it was very interesting. Of all the things to comment on, it was that. Again, I'm sorry I hurt you. Yeah, that ship sailed. I think I did say once when there was an apology before, I said, you can't hurt me anymore. Like, you don't go and bring it back. The thing is, I said, I did say at one stage, I said, you can't hurt me anymore. Like, when you break somebody's heart and you tear it out into little pieces, you can't hurt it. You can't hurt me. So there's no point apology, So anyway, I just wondered whether there was a bit of regret, whether there was a bit of well, the real reason, and the other thing that I have been told is, hey, it's not me going back the third time, he's going back the third time. But yeah, uh, then there was one other time when he said, you're not to blame, don't you? And I went, of course I know I'm not to blame. I've done nothing wrong. Oh, then you'll drop it. Hey, I'm very clear in what I want, Cal. I'm very clear. Yeah, anyway. That's all. That's all I wanted to know. It was, the reply just had me a little bit puzzled. Because, see, if it was me that got it, I would have said, oh, I'm really glad that you've become a better person, da 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 da, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, that's me. But yeah. Anyway, so let's move on. We're going to get to Katie Joy soon too, because it tripped over the collar. And the reason why, as I said, we'll be looking at look, I think I've actually handled it pretty well. I think initially I actually did have to apologize. I did actually have to go and apologize because the shock when it happened, I was not very nice, and I went back and apologized. However, it came out of the blue. Sailing along nicely. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, as I said to him, it's his loss. He could have had the best. I'm simply the best. He could have had the best, but missed out. And as I said, I'm more amazing and more of all of that stuff than what I was a few weeks ago. So, but I have had to work very hard at reconstructing. I've had to work very hard at reconstructing myself. And I think he's at the 4-week mark again. So, from what I know, it's from what I know, it's probably due to have its end again, particularly with the issues with the daughter, which I had said to him. I said, well, if the daughter doesn't like you being in the house, how are you going to have a long-term relationship? Because if the daughter's got special needs, the daughter's going to be in the house for a long time. Like, how is this going to work out? Anyway. Oh, Zinker, don't encourage. Thank you. Well, as I said, he did write on my birthday card, I was selfless and wonderful and a shining light. I just shone too brightly for him, obviously. I think I did tell him that he could walk away saying he's never met anybody like me before. Unique. But anyway, hello, short order cook. So we're going to get to Katie Joy. Yeah, and I think, look, it was my first relationship in 13 years as well. So it was I had no idea. But as I said, I'm a lot stronger for it. And as I said last Monday, he wanted to know what it would take for me to take him back. And I gave him a big, long list. I gave him a big, long list of of my expectations. Of what I would expect. And maybe that scared him off as well. Too personal for you, Cal? Or am I being too personal? Anyway, I was just interested in that line. Why, again, apologizing when I've already said I'm over it. I've moved on. Goodbye. So long, farewell. Oh, sorry, Cal. Look, I have to say that I've had one of my issues has been low self-esteem. So sometimes it does take you being broken to actually rebuild that. So I've rebuilt that. So, yeah, as I said. And then suddenly, because now I'm feeling confident in myself, I've got all these things happen that's just blowing up. All right, I do want to get to Katie Joy because, as I said, she's had a go at Todd Chrisley. I believe she has. Well, look, the thing is, Mimor, I need to share with you because I don't know if anyone else is actually having if somebody else has an issue, to know that you're not alone. Second of all, it will explain why I've been all over the place, trying to work out what on earth is wrong. It took me a while to work out that I actually wasn't the problem. So that was interesting. I'm just over antidepressants and meds for anxiety. Well, yeah. Well, look, I take meds too for antidepressants and anxiety. And as I said today, people look at me and they make judgments about me. So I had to do this fitness test today, and the guy that was doing the fitness test looked at me and says, "Oh, you won't be able to lift that. That will be too heavy." And I just went, and it was like, and he goes, "Oh, you lifted it." And I went, "Yeah, you told me I couldn't, so I did it." Don't tell me I can't do something because I'll do it. And he had made that judgment based on the fact of my age and what I looked like. I've also discovered I've lost 5 kilos too. So there you go. Yeah, so it was 13. Yeah, it was 13 years for me. So, I think I was a little bit naive as well. Things have changed a lot in all those years too. So let me just, yeah, you put, Yeah, well, that's right. That's what I do too. I mean, that's often the motivation that I need. So, look, just Chrisley doesn't know best. Chrisley, we met with the FBI. I won't apologise for the truth. Leave your daughter alone. She doesn't deserve this, and I'm so lucky she is my friend. May 16, your trial starts. Next week, we meet with the feds again. I spoke to your case manager at the FBI. We meet next week with them. Keep running your mouth. The feds are watching it all. She's riling up on Chrisley. So I believe it's an interesting live, and I believe that she hits. Oh, there you go. She's hit the strong stuff. There you go. But I just wish people wouldn't judge. People wouldn't judge me, and I know some people are really intimidated by an intelligent female that's opinionated too. Some men. Anyway, so I know we don't do a lot of this for obvious reasons. I'm going to put a standard trigger warning on it because it's KJ. So because it's KJ, we just put a trigger warning on it, and it's still up. But yeah. Well, anyway, all I can say, Cal, is just keep hanging in there. Just take one day at a time. That's all you can do. Take one day at a time. I discovered the world doesn't end. So, all right. So I know not everybody likes Katie Joy, so we will, we only have her in small doses, so we're going to watch this, and then we'll see. Oh, probably you, the fox. But yeah, I've just heard about it. I haven't seen it, but she was tweeting about, as I said, I believe she goes after Todd Chrisley in this, and that's really what I want to see. All right, let's have a look. Oh, I'm already annoyed. I don't know about you. I'm already annoyed. I'm already annoyed. Look at the look on her face. Oh no. With oh dear me.
Cheers, you guys. Hi. Okay, so
oh dear. I don't know if that's a filter she's got on to order. I don't know.
It's late. It's been a really long week. And I was just thinking about how I never do like full Q&As, but I also had a couple things I wanted to say before I did that. And before I did that, I wanted to say cheers. I just got this bottle of wine. My husband just recommended it, or my husband.
Hang on. Did she just say her husband just recommended it? I thought he was a non-drinker. Why would he be recommending wine? How would he know whether a wine was good or not? And let's go back.
I had a couple things I wanted to say before I did that. And before I did that, I wanted to say cheers. This bottle of wine, my husband just recommended it, or my husband just picked it up for me. It's called Buckshot Cabernet Sauvignon.
Hang on. Did he pick it up for her, or did she? And again, why would you send somebody that you say has an issue with drink to get wine?
It's made on oak. No, I'm sorry, bourbon. Something bourbon.
dear me.
Bourbon barrels. It has like a very rich Cabernet flavor, but it has like this hint of what do you call it? Like bourbon. And I'm not a bourbon drinker.
It's got bourbon. Didn't you say it had bourbon in it, and now it's suddenly got bourbon in it? Tastes like bourbon. Well, if it's got bourbon in it, it would.
So no, it's not. There's not actually bourbon in this.
What? Now she's saying it doesn't have bourbon in it.
Anyways, cheers. Okay, so my bourbon barrel aged, correct. Okay, it's Friday night.
Friday night and the night got low.
And it's been a really long week. I fought with my hair all day. I couldn't get it to hold a curl today. And I'm definitely not here to talk about Gabby Petito right now.
Oh dear me.
So tonight I'm not talking about the Gabby case just because I need a break from that. And I haven't done videos on it in the last few days just because I've needed to decompress from that. It's a very heavy story. So tonight we're going to No, we're not talking about Brian and we're not talking about Gabby. Tonight we're going to talk about just other stuff. I'm not here to talk about that kind of stuff. Sorry.
Oh dear, with their stylish, isn't it? Didn't she say that was Todd's shirt or something that she took out of his wardrobe or something? I don't know.
Okay. So
you know when your mum used to say don't pull faces because if the wind changed you'd be stuck like that. Oh dear. Oh.
I was thinking about something. I was watching this video on YouTube. Okay? I don't really get involved in the drama on YouTube. I don't like to be involved in it. Okay? But
She doesn't like to be involved in it, really?
I have gotten a lot of requests over the last few years to cover Eugenia Cooney. And I never, ever, ever want to cover her because I always feel like, why would you cover a woman who is anorexic and you're just literally talking about her being anorexic? And how does that help her be less anorexic? Because it doesn't. And then why does like calling for like mass flagging or getting her off the platform or whatever, how does that actually help this poor woman on YouTube? So Eugenia Cooney, she's a YouTuber.
What's that on top of her lip, out of interest? Does anyone know? Can anyone see it, or is it just me? Well, I'd actually don't really have an ego. Well, I probably do now because I think I'm amazing, but I was always very. I've just got to find that balance between. What's that on her face? I've just got to find that balance between humility and my pot of water. Oh no, sorry about that, Meemaw. Oh dear. Oh, it's funny. Well, they do call her crusty.
So when someone has an eating disorder, it's actually super discriminatory, like a lot, to discriminate against the person because of their illness.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Oh no, we're going to get educated again, are we? She'll order, man, she's out of her depth once more. So we're about to get educated. It would seem that we're going to get educated.
It's discriminatory to analyze their bodies. It's discriminatory to say that they are too thin.
I shouldn't be laughing. I'm really sorry. I can't help it. All right, see you, Zinger Box. I'm sorry. I just can't help it. I haven't watched her for ages. I really haven't watched her for ages. I'm just can't talk about their bodies. Okay.
To analyze their size of their bodies, to call them pro-Anna. Listen, it's discriminatory to go after a woman who is sick with an illness and bully her. And
I also believe she has a go at her viewers. So that's the other reason why I wanted to see it. Well, that's right. I want to know why she's talking about it, Christine. I don't understand. Tell me. Someone explain it to me.
Put it around fake fucking concern.
Whoa. Soap and water. Whoa. Where did that come from? Ralph's just had a meltdown. Ralph has just had a heart attack. Defibrillator to Ralph, please.
Her well-being, and act like you give a shit about her when all you're doing is making video after video after video, profiting off of her illness.
Hang on. She's having a go at people who are profiting after someone's... isn't someone profiting off someone's death? Just out of interest. Oh, Ralph, close your ears.
Saying you care about her, and all it does is drive more hate to her channel and make her feel worse. If you're unhappy with your own body image or if you're unhappy with your own, if you're unhappy in your own eating disorder, I've noticed a lot of the people that are doing this to her have their own eating disorders.
Oh, no. What? How does she know that? Ralph is in ICU. I think so. Ralph is in the resus bay. Oh, really? Oh, tipster. Oh, is that what that's about?
And I feel like a lot of it is projection. Like, they have an eating disorder, so they're going to go after her for having an eating disorder, and they're going to tell everyone that she has an eating disorder, and so therefore she can't be on YouTube because she has an eating disorder. a lot of people have eating disorders. A lot of people have anorexia. And that doesn't mean they're pro-Anna. And it doesn't mean that they're trying to recruit people to be anorexic with them. It would be akin to going after someone with...
Yes, Carol, this is the same woman. The same woman.
Bipolar. And telling people that they're not allowed to be on YouTube because they're bipolar.
Is that the rainbow fish behind her? That flag that she was talking about, the replacement flag that's behind her? With the flag saga. You think I was going to say, I always think I've got problems, and then I watch KJ and then I go, nah, I'm doing good.
Or because they're pro-bipolar. It would be akin to going after someone who has binge eating disorder and saying, you eat too much food and you're promoting unhealthy eating, so therefore you can't be on YouTube. It's no different than going after someone who's obese and mocking them, like Amber Lynn Reed, for having a dieting channel and saying that she doesn't lose enough weight.
Can't everyone see the fish behind her? Is that the one that she said that Toad replaced her flag with? Oh, boy. And anyway, I needed a laugh. Oh, dear me.
Yeah, and just because you have an eating disorder doesn't give you the right to say that someone else doesn't have the right, isn't acting right in their eating disorder.
What? Just because you have it, how? No, I can't make sense of that. I can't.
So my frustration here is that this poor woman has an eating disorder, and there's these YouTubers that make video after video after video pretending like they care about her, and they don't care about her. If you flat out fucking cared about this woman,
Oh, Ralph! Hope you got your ears closed.
You wouldn't profit off of her eating disorder telling other people not to her content and spin narratives about her. Of course, anorexia is serious, but making a video after video after video telling this woman that she has anorexia doesn't make her less anorexic.
Hang on, but does she have anorexia? Like, has she been diagnosed with it, or is this people's opinions? Because if she's been diagnosed, like if she's spoken on her channel about an eating disorder and said that she's got anorexia, that's different than people speculating that she's got anorexia. But I don't know what she's talking about. I'm trying not to listen, to be perfectly honest.
And absolutely nobody is going to get help because you scream at them and yell at them. Yes, it's about Eugenia. Nobody's going to become less anorexic because you tell them that they're anorexic. Nobody's going to get help because you scream, yell, and make monetized video after monetized video after monetized video after her. If you really cared about this fucking woman...
Why did she need to swear? Is she jealous because she's not making she didn't get in on the Money Act? Is that what it is?
You would literally send her an email and you would tell her family does do things. Who are any of us to say that her family doesn't do things? Who are any of us to say that we know shit about what's happening around in her family life? None of us know her personally. No one knows what's going on in her house. People only see the flowery, fun person that she is. Absolutely no one knows the pain that her parents are going through. I can't for the life of me qualify any single person that absolutely would appreciate watching their daughter kill themselves with an eating disorder.
What? You're joking. No way.
What bothers me is a lot of these
What bothers me is you.
YouTubers that are doing this aren't fucking parents, and they don't even know. Like, just because her parents are trying to like make her happy and like help her doesn't mean they're supporting her eating disorder. Eugenia is honestly the most innocent human being. There's not even a mean bone in her fucking body. She doesn't even say shit that's rude or cruel. She's like nice to all of the people. She's nice to the people that are mean to her. And yet all of these people, Pastel Bell, Sloan, all of these people that make all these videos about her, it doesn't help. Like, for the record, I had made comments about her 2 years ago after Shane Dawson.
Here we go. She's going to talk about it now. 2 years ago, she made comments.
And yeah, she doesn't go around telling people not to eat. She doesn't even promote her eating disorder. Period.
Why would you promote that you've got an eating disorder?
She's not like on her channel telling people to be anorexic with her. What bothers me is like I did a few videos about her a couple years ago when Jacqueline Glenn came out and did that shit. And I responded to it. And I honestly, the other day, I privated every video. And I only had like 4 videos on her. And I haven't made a video about her on my channel in over 2 years.
Hello, Princess Jack. But she's been talking about it. What's the difference between her complaining about people talking about it? The only thing is that she's on Instagram and can't make as much money on it. Really. It's the only thing. Hello, Sky.
Because it never felt good to go after someone who's sick. I wouldn't go after my son for being sick.
Nobody would go after your son because he's a minor. Why does she need to bring him into it? I don't know what's going on there. I have to tell you, I don't know what's going on there.
I wouldn't make video after video after video of my son who has an illness he cannot control. And the speculation about her mom being abusive and her dad being abusive, like none of that helps. And these channels speak about her like they know that it's factually happening in her house.
Doesn't somebody else, didn't somebody do an Instagram post the other day about how Anna was abused and needed to leave because she was in an abusive relationship? Or is that different?
And they don't. This stuff happens to me. It's just the same kind of people that are watching this and believing it are the same kind of people that believe that I'm abusing my child. And it's not, you're not spreading awareness when you make 40 videos or whatever it is on this poor woman and her eating disorder.
How many videos has she done on Gabby Petito? Out of interest. because I'm sure that's not helping either. I love how everything comes back to being about her. By the way, there is a group called Butterfly in Australia if people have issues of these conditions. Okay, Butterfly, okay. Yeah. If anybody is needing some assistance, please contact me and I will find a relevant organisation to help you with any of these issues. And I apologise if you're being triggered by this.
The better thing to do for Eugenia is just to tell her that you love her. Tell her you love her, you care about her. That's it. Don't tell her she looks sick. Don't tell her you think she's dying. Tell her you love her. She already has low-ass self-esteem to begin with. She is...
And how does she know that?
sick. I just can't imagine. Like, people have said, you need to talk about Eugenia on my channel. And I'm like, no. You need to talk about Amberlynn Reed. No, I don't talk about other people's weight. I don't talk about other people's eating disorders. It's so fucking weird. There's literally people out there that think it's their job to talk about other people's eating disorders.
So it's her. So, but she's talking about the eating disorder now. How is it her job?
So if someone triggers you, then you just don't watch her. And it bothers me when people say, well, she's influencing children. You know what?
Oh.
Shut up.
Oh no, she didn't just say that, did she? Look at the smirk on the face. It's a not so bad. It's a not so place. Oh, shut up in your face.
Every single parent has an opportunity to make a decision for their child. Nobody gets to influence a fucking kid without the consent of their parent. And if a parent is allowing it in their house, it's not your place to judge or to decide what another parent does in their home. It's not your job to protect people's children from other parents' decisions. There's a kid's YouTube.
I didn't realize this was a comedy. Didn't her son spend $100,000 on an app on apps or something because he wasn't supervised? Do you remember that? $1,000.
No, we pay attention to everything. My kid is 9. We pay attention to everything he's on. We know all the creators he watches. We ban channels that he's not allowed to watch. He watches a lot of gamers. And it's not easy to find gamers that are kid-friendly, let me tell you. But we have found gamers that do not swear. They do not curse. They do not talk about, adult topics.
Oh, I gotta love you and leave you. KJ is not a comedy. It is just abuse. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cal. But yeah, I've got to. Yeah, I tend to. But her son spent $1,000 of Apple on Apple, and yet she says they supervise him.
If you're a good parent and you pay attention to what your kids are watching, you don't put it on the creator to change what they're fucking doing because you think a kid's going to watch their video.
Can you use proper words, not vulgar words?
She's not a channel for children. So why would you expect her to cater to children? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Kids can find content wherever they want it. It's just so ridiculous. I know.
Yes, this one. Not me, but this one.
Like, my son will, find a video, and he'll say, and we'll hear it, and then we're like, you cannot watch that creator anymore. You cannot put your parenting on somebody else's, your parenting is your responsibility. Okay? Period. The people that are calling for her banning are like the people that wanted labels on curse words on record labels. They're basically Karens. If you're literally saying, I don't want my kid listening to that, then be a fucking parent and tell them that they're not going to listen to it. We don't need warning labels on shit.
Yes, we do. That's TV shows have warning labels all the time as to what the age appropriation is, because sometimes you think what they're watching, what's going to be good, is good. Now, if I was somebody that did not know anything about Katie Joy and had seen her on YouTube, I would have thought she was a fairly, articulate person. And when she talks about the fact that she doesn't swear or anything on her channel, and then I'd come to Instagram and I'd be absolutely horrified by this foul mouth, vulgar, I don't know. It's like the Jekyll and Hyde.
You're the parent. You make the decision. It's ridiculous. I'm not even talking about trolls. I'm talking about these creators that are making these videos being Karens. People always say I'm a Karen, and I'm like, dude, I don't even care. Like, people can make whatever they want on YouTube. I don't care. But
as long as they don't talk about her, right?
I don't like that Eugenia gets bullied. I don't like it that people on YouTube get bullied for no reason, for just existing. Be a good parent and don't try to police what other people are doing and saying. Like, I don't agree with the Duggars, but I don't fucking police what they say and do.
What? Really? She doesn't police what the Duggars say or do?
I've never never said to Jessa, you can't have a platform. I've never said to, like, I've never said, Joy, you can't have a YouTube, or Jill, you can't have a YouTube. Like, have a YouTube. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
The language, my ears.
If you're in a world where you think it's okay to bully a woman that has a severe eating disorder, you need to check yourself. It's not okay. I mean, I don't bully people. You bully people. Anyone? What about? Why are you so obsessed with people profiting off of Gabby's case? Her parents have fucking asked people on social media to use their platforms to spread her case around. And if people don't talk about it, the case dies.
Oh, so that's why she's profiting off it. But as you know, isn't it? Yes, there is stuff in there about hypocrites. Yeah.
I don't make money off the Gabby case. My money comes off reality television. Have you looked at my views? Do you want to talk about people fucking profiting off Gabby Petito? Go look at his videos. Have 300, 400,000 views. I don't have my 400,000. Her parents have fucking asked people on social media to use their platforms to spread her case around. And if people don't talk about it, the case dies. I don't make money off the Gabby case. My money comes off reality television. Have you looked at my views? Do you want to talk about people fucking profiting off Gabby Petito? Go look at Sloan. His videos have 300, 400,000 views.
Someone's jealous.
I don't have... My biggest Gabby video has 70,000 views. It's none of your business what other people do with their fucking money. And if you're worried about what people are doing on their platform and how they're making money, shame on you. Why is it your business? If you're so worried about people making money off of a case, go call the fucking news. All the news does is make fucking money off of other people's stories and...
But there's a difference between... As I said, I'm just laughing because I can't tell OD.
Trauma. You mad at them? You mad at CNN? You mad at Fox News? You mad at MSNBC? You mad at every fucking newspaper? I doubt it. I'm so sick of these police on YouTube that do this shit. It's so annoying. It's like nobody's job to tell other people how to have their platforms. Like, you do you, I do me. I'm a gatekeeper.
And what's Toad doing in the background?
Why am I yelling? I'm just talking. I'm passionate about this topic. Like, I don't talk about this often. I don't talk about this kind of stuff often. It just annoys me. Yeah, if you're profiting off of child sexual abuse material, I have a problem with you. I mean, that's illegal. If you're profiting off of selling drugs on the internet, I haven't, Stop bullying Josh Duggar.
Toadie's not helping, in my opinion. In my opinion, he's not helping at all.
People can monetize whatever they want to monetize as long as it's legal. It's none of your fucking business if people monetize shit.
No.
And if you don't like it, start your own fucking channel, start your own business, and you decide how you make your money. Okay? It's nobody's fucking business how people run their businesses as long as it's legal and as long as it's ethical.
You're joking.
If you're worried about people donating to fucking charity, get in your pocket and donate the goddamn money. My husband and I have donated probably more than $10,000 to charity this year. How much have you donated?
Well, to answer your question, Katie Joy, I am on a very low income, but I still manage to do $40 a month to the Peter MacCallum Cancer Foundation because I lost a good friend to cancer. But I haven't seen Todd's stuff. And the other thing is I don't always donate. I actually often give my time because I don't have the finances to donate. So there you go. That's to answer your question, Katie Joy.
We'll donate more.
Mm-hmm.
We constantly donate to charity. I don't profit. I haven't even been paid off of a single video I've made, and I've donated money. And all the people calling for me to donate, go call on Sloan. Go call on Joseph Morris, or whatever his name is, that's made 1 million videos on Gabby. Go ask them to donate. It's nobody's business to ask whoever to donate. They don't ask, they demand. Oh yeah, the same people, they're also mad. They also are mad at me for accusing Brian of being a murderer. So
we don't know that he is. Do we? We don't know we don't know that he is anything.
I'm not worried about those trolls. Sloan is full of shit. I tried to be friends with him, and he's so temperamental. He is so temperamental. He goes off on everything. He got mad at me because I didn't believe everything he said about Free Britney. And then I tried to, he can go off on tangents, you guys, and he can go off on like wild conspiracies. And I didn't like that he was targeting this mom creator named Britney. It really bothered me. It bothered me that he was bullying a mom of a special needs child and telling this woman how to raise her child.
Oh, boy. Talk about tangents.
And demanding that she do more for her child with muscular dystrophy. It bothered me that he was bullying a mother of a child with muscular dystrophy. Sue me.
Did she just say sue me? Of course, we can't see the comments. We can't see what's being said.
The issue with the Britney stuff was I didn't know what to believe. It doesn't mean that I didn't care about Britney. I understand about conservatorships from a different perspective because I have a child with a disability and my son will be under a conservatorship once he hits 18.
Really? Wow. No way.
He will never be able to take care of himself, and we will be his legal guardians. So I'm coming from a place of love where most people that use these are people that love their child. So sue me for being empathetic, thinking that she was ill and that her parents were doing what was right for her. Everyone I know that has a child under a guardianship is not Britney Spears' parents.
Oh, gee whiz, she's annoying me.
There's news videos calling it, everyone was calling it a conspiracy back then. I don't know what the YouTube cluster is.
Oh, why bother, Cal? Oh, just because I just like to see what she gets up to every now and then, and I heard that she said a few things. That's why, and some people do like it. So that's just, yeah.
Hello from Florida. I don't comment on what other people, like, I don't know what the YouTube cluster is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't comment on drama about... She definitely needed help when she was going through that stuff. I mean, she was going through some stuff for sure. And I also think she has...
You could do without the embarrassment to Minnesota. Oh, dear.
Mental health issues. And I think the people that claim that she's not mentally ill are lying to themselves and diminishing that she has illnesses. But that doesn't mean she can't function. Even she has said that she needs therapy. Even she has said that she needs to be on medication. So clearly she has some illness that we don't know about. That doesn't mean that we don't support her. I have nothing to say about the woman making baseless claims. It's ridiculous and stupid. Go away. You know that it's ridiculous and stupid. And if you're asking about it, you're only here for drama.
I wonder if that's the one about Toad, those claims.
That's all false. And I'm not giving it attention because it's false. This bitch has only ever commented on that. She's getting hidden.
Oh! No way! Did you just see what she said?
And I'm not giving it attention because it's false.
Oh, dear me.
This bitch has only ever commented on that. She's getting hidden. Alright. And I said this bitch. Like, if you're literally in my comments and literally just, here for drama. This bitch.
Oh, boy.
And this one, too. I've never seen you before, Blueberry. Bye.
Blueberry could have been ready to buy a badge. Oh dear me! Look, I don't know. I don't know what the truth is. I don't know, but if if it's happened before, then hopefully there are other people. It's always hard when there's only one person.
All right. Oh, that's actually a good idea.
Oh boy, this is it's unbelievable.
You called Britney Spears' hair nappy. What?
I try hard to follow, but this is seriously dumb. Yes, Cal. I would say to you, this is sort of my escapism from real life.
I've said that I wish she would do her hair makeup different. Can I not have an opinion about like? She's just saying she can't believe the haters actually said that. Oh. You gotta calm down. No. Oh, they're also defending Brian Laundrie. They're crazy. Don't even bother with them. All I want for Britney is to like update her hair and makeup. That's not like an insult. I'm not making fun of her. She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah, Christine says she's like a case study. Yeah, we're all psychology students.
I don't like her makeup. That's my opinion. But I'm not going to tell her that she's ugly because she's not. She's gorgeous. Yeah, I think she's rebelling against her hair and makeup too, for sure. I just want her to update it. That's it.
Like what she did. maybe Britney's in an area that's in lockdown and can't. Like me. I can't do it. I'm in lockdown still. Can't go anywhere.
That's all.
Kristen says, man, I've been on KJ hiatus and I started to forget how much she is. I remember. That's the thing, Kristen. I've been on a hiatus too. Haven't really watched much of it, but yeah, it's this is about the most I've done in a sitting. But breaks from KJ is definitely a good thing. Yes, that's right. And we'll go back onto our breaks. Our break.
I just feel like the eye makeup underneath her eyes is too heavy. That's my opinion. Like, putting eyeliner underneath your eyes isn't like that. It's not a thing anymore. Like, if you want to do something under your eyes, you can do like eyeshadow. That's what I do.
So she's a makeup expert now.
Yeah. I mean, it's an opinion about makeup. It doesn't mean that I don't like her.
Oh, dear me.
My new brow products are working, except I'm getting like, I've had like some breakouts So I'm being like a little bit more cautious with it.
Did she say her brow stuff? But don't you need to do cleansing and stuff as well if you're going to wear makeup? We should cleanse anyway.
Okay. So my last thing I want to say before I go to bed, because I'm so tired and I'm feeling really like bloated and I'm just feeling like I'm having an ugly day today. Ugh. My hair wasn't curling. I was fighting with my hair today. I've been like fighting with like just drama in my life right now that I don't talk about publicly. But I just want to say something. If you're under federal indictment.
All right, now we're going to start about Todd Chrisley, all right? Don't poke the bear.
Okay? I'm not going to say who this is about, and I'm not going to say what it's about. I'm just going to say this, okay? If you're under federal indictment and you're about to go to trial and you could get locked up for decades, it's probably not smart to threaten or intimidate people that you believe are victims or witnesses of your case, whether directly or indirectly. I know that you know that I know things, and you're scared of those things that I know.
I thought she said she had nothing. I know things. You know that I know things that you know that I know. What on earth?
But I don't lie, and I have nothing to hide. I also know that I was on the phone this week with the FBI, and they know everything that's happening. So all of this stuff that's happening, the FBI and the prosecutors know about. And we're actually meeting with them next week.
Now, my understanding is that even if you are on charges, you can still sue somebody. Even people in jail can bring legal proceedings against people. What's she on about? What's she on about? It doesn't matter whether you're up on charges or not. You can still sue people.
So, if you want to keep playing this game, that's fine. I'm not under federal indictment. I'm not under investigation, and I'm also not the one under an order to leave someone alone. Okay? And you're not going to bully my friend, and you're not going to harass her, and you're not going to intimidate me, and you're not going to come after me and say that I'm hurting you when I know that you're hurting my friend.
This is going round in circles. This is like gibberish. Can someone translate it, please? She seems to have FBI on speed dial. She almost sounds like she's arresting or intimidating. She does, actually. Oh. She knows that we know that she knows that we know that she knows the FBI's number.
Who is your victim. And I love my friend, bully my friend, and you're not going to harass her, and you're not going to intimidate me, and you're not going to come after me and say that I'm hurting you when I know that you're hurting my friend, who is your victim. And I love my friend to pieces. And I will never, ever, ever let you hurt her. And just because you're mad at her doesn't mean you get to come for me. And if you come for me, I'm going to the FBI, and I already have gone to the FBI. And if you believe this, I'm not going to let you hurt her.
No.
I never respond, but I'm so tired of it. You're not going to hurt her. She deserves peace.
Why is she inserting herself into a family situation? And she has a deposition to sit. I'd be more worried about the deposition. So what, KJ's? Yeah, I don't know what else she's famous for, but yeah, she always has the FBI on speed dial. Kelly, she's been drinking quite a bit. I know everyone's going to be waiting for confessions, Chrisley's confessions, eh?
She deserves so much peace. She's the victim. And if you come for me because you know I'm her friend, you're coming for her. And you know when you're coming for her, you're trying to intimidate her through me.
How does that... I thought he said that they had all of that Lindsay had been cooperative and offered the lawyer. So what on earth is she on about?
And you know that she's protected as the victim. Which is why the FBI knows everything. Which is why I was on the phone with them yesterday. Which is why my attorney is meeting with them next week. Which is why every single threat that you've sent is being given to the prosecutors.
Hang on. But he's been dealing, his attorneys have been trying to deal with her attorney. He said it was with the attorneys. So what's she talking about?
Next week. You thought you could fuck with me?
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
I don't think so. You don't get to be under a federal indictment with a very strict bond bail condition that says you cannot threaten or intimidate a witness or a victim directly or indirectly, and you know that I am that person's close friend, and you are intimidating and threatening me to get to that person.
What? Hang on. How? So if he has got lawyers and lawyers have done this, how can he be intimidating and threatening if it's gone through a law firm? Whew. This is the part that I wanted to hear. This is the bit that I was listening for.
I never speak about this, and I'm not going to speak about it again. Leave her alone. All she wants to do is be left alone. And she wants you prosecuted. That's it.
Really? That's it. So now she's speaking for Lindsay, of course. This still goes for another 20 minutes yet, so there's still
May
more.
16th. You said she was worth. You said that person was worth $5,000. That she was worth $5,000 to her friend. You're correct. Third-party harassment of a victim or a witness is not allowed, and the FBI is involved now.
But surely that friend can deal with it. I don't know. It's. Wow.
I've got the agent's name and email, and he's so nice. I would hate to have new charges added, but that's probably what's going to happen.
What, because he's going to sue her?
It is what it is. Like, this person has not stopped talking about me for 6 months and has the audacity to say that I'm harassing them.
Really? He hasn't spoken to it for about a couple of weeks. Yeah, Toad's egging her on.
One day, when all of this is over, I will tell you guys everything. I promise.
One day or another, gonna get you. I'm gonna get you one day.
I will not tell you what I will not tell you what anyone has told me. I will not violate my friend's trust. I will not violate our relationship. She means so much to me. I love her to pieces. She is such a good person. I adore her. And I will never let anything happen to her. But if you guys think she's a beautiful human being, you're right. She is gorgeous. Inside and out. Everything about her. She's got a heart of gold. She's smart. She's a Republican.
Oh. Wow. She does sound like she's at the pub, doesn't she?
And I'm a Democrat, and we still are friends. She's a Christian, and I'm an atheist. She's proof positive that you do not have to be the same identical of anyone and still be friends, and still have the same thought, and still have the same connection. She's so intelligent. She's a rules follower. She's literally the most ethical person I've ever met in my entire life. She is like the kind of person that if you give her a task...
She's the kind of person that I would like to be.
She is following everything, and she's dotting all of her I's, and she's crossing all of her T's, and she does not break rules ever. She's literally the most straight person I've ever met. And she's got a humongous heart, and she's got She's an amazing mother. She does everything for her kid. She's been through hell this last year. Nobody deserves what she's gone through. Nobody. I'm not going to be silenced to stand up for my friend and say that I care about her and she doesn't deserve it.
Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you.
There's not a class action that's going to happen. And if it does, it's going to be dismissed. We don't even, you do realize we don't even take that seriously. We don't take any of that seriously because it's all garbage. It's all...
And I will always love you. So she doesn't think that she doesn't think the class action is serious. Well, I believe there's 12 people now. So
this last year. Nobody deserves what she's gone through. Nobody. I'm not going to be silenced to stand up for my friend and say that I care about her and she doesn't deserve it. There's not a class action that's going to happen. And if it does, it's going to be dismissed. We don't even, you do realize we don't even take that seriously. We don't take any of that seriously because it's all garbage. It's all like this. I don't lie. I've never...
Hear the cats in the background? The cats in the background are fighting. Have a listen. And Toad's going to tell one of the cats off. Have a listen.
I'm not going to be silenced.
Sorry, I've got to take it back a little bit, Matt.
Stand up for my friend and say that I care about her and she doesn't deserve it. There's not a class action that's going to happen. And if it does, it's going to be dismissed. We don't even, you do realize we don't even take that seriously. We don't take any of that seriously because it's all garbage.
Hear the cats?
It's all like this.
Hear the cats?
I don't lie. I've never lied about this situation. Everything that I have said about this situation, there are affidavits, there are eyewitness statements. I mean, flat out, this person wants to sue me over an active investigation that's...
Can you hear what's going on in the background? Roden is not very happy. And she's still talking. Have a listen to Roden.
Any of that seriously because it's all garbage. It's all like this. I don't lie. I've never lied about this situation. Everything that I have said about this situation, there are affidavits, there are eyewitness statements. I mean, flat out, this person wants to sue me over an active investigation that's happening with the FBI.
How can she keep talking with the cats going crazy?
To the extent that I have 3 reality stars that will write affidavits for me. They will go on record for me. They will literally provide all the evidence to me. I've got multiple attorneys. I have eyewitnesses of what happened that will all go on record to say that this is what happened.
And she just keeps talking as if nothing else is happening.
Yeah, our cats were fighting. We have a couple cats, and one of our cats is 10, and one of our cats is 3, and the 3-year-old fucks with the 10-year-old cat all the time, and the 10-year-old cat gets so annoyed. There's nothing for me to lie about because I have all of the facts to back it up. Not only that, but like Dr. Phil put this all on the air. So
hang on, but she did say that there's footage of her questioning Todd Chrisley's sexuality. That's on video.
Wouldn't you go after the main source, Dr. Phil? No, the cats are fine. They were just fighting. They just had to be separated. Rodan gets really set sometimes. If you support people that are good people and you go up against narcissists that are...
Oh, now he's a narcissist.
Vindictive and abusive and rude and liars. They like to create like they're flying monkeys and they like to like go after people. And the thing that I've learned is that like he cannot get to her, and so he wants to ruin everything that's connected to her. And he only cares about me because he can't get to her, and he thinks that I have information that could ruin him, and he's worried about that. And he's worried about, in my opinion, that he can't get to her, that he can't talk to her because he's not allowed to talk to her, from my understanding. So, because he can't get to her, he needs to get to her through her friends.
I thought her lawyer was talking to his lawyer.
And I'm not going to put up with that. He's also done this, he's tried to do this to Kaylin Lowry. And he won't fuck with Kaylin because her platform is bigger. But my platform is small, and so he likes to go after me because I'm like the low-hanging fruit. I mean, he could go after Kaylin all day. She has said some shit. And I know you guys don't like Kaylin, and I know you guys think she's bullshit, but Kaylin is such a good friend to her. I don't even love Kaylin sometimes, but Kaylin is a good friend to her. And, like, I will be anyone that's a good friend to her, I'm down with. He's trying to fuck with her new podcast host, Katie, who's, like, literally all she does is wear clothes and is cute.
If he wants to hurt his daughter, then you must mean so much to her. That's right. Well, Lindsay had said that she wasn't a friend. She denounced KJ from what Todd was saying, and that she handed over all her messages. So I don't know.
Of course he's afraid of her. But there's no reason to be afraid of someone if you're doing good things. Like if you're doing if you're on the up and up and you're not fucking being shady. Anyways. There's a lot of shit that happens in my life.
Well, if you didn't insert yourself into it, then...
Lindsay's allowed to have friends. Lindsay's allowed...
Now she's just named her friend. And now everyone just knows who she's talking about. That was good. Good one. Good one. This is like the last when the drunks are here. So she's named her.
To have a life. Lindsay's allowed to have a divorce without people commenting on it. Lindsay's allowed to go through her life without everyone, like, being told that what she's doing is a lie, or going on Entertainment Tonight and lying about her. Like, legitimately, she has receipts for everything. There's no lies that are happening here. The FBI still has an open case. I literally talked to the FBI yesterday, so I know the agent that's looking at this, so I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm not going to be threatened anymore. And they literally know that you're trying to get a class action lawsuit against me, and that's also part of the threats. They literally know that that's what you're doing. They know what you're saying on your podcasts. They know everything. Like, literally, the FBI knows everything, and I'm not lying.
But even criminals are allowed to do. I reminded it to when you saw KJs live, and what is wrong with her? And Joe, your love. Oh, that's good. Thank you. Every time she mentions it, take a shot. Oh. I have got no idea. But she's been saying the FBI doesn't reveal information. It's just bizarre.
We're meeting with them next. I talked to Stephen yesterday. He's a really nice guy. Stephen's a great FBI agent. Stephen knows what you're up to, and Stephen doesn't like it. Stephen said the prosecutor needs to find out about what you're doing.
So is this her? She's saying that so she's telling the FBI that he's doing witness intimidation.
Stephen said that the prosecutor is probably going to be interested in what you're doing because it might be a violation of your bail.
Because he wants to sue her because she slandered him.
Stephen was also concerned, allegedly, maybe about you filing a lawsuit because that could be considered a threat.
What?
Intimidation through indirect. Through it.
What?
Yes. But what would I know?
They're best friends now, short order.
I've been silent for so long. I'm just so tired of this. And I have all the proof to back this up. I'm not worried about making false statements. I have emails. I have a lawyer.
She just said she had multiple lawyers before. Now she's got a lawyer. From what I understood, her lawyer hadn't spoken to his lawyer.
I have all of it. I got Lindsay's lawyer. I got Robbie Hayes.
I thought Lindsay's lawyer was working with Todd's lawyer.
I got Josh Murray. They all agree with me. And they've all agreed to cooperate. So I've got the truth. I'm just so sick of you bullying her.
Lindsay will probably throw Katie under the bus. That's usually what happens. Get Stephen on the FBI cell phone right now.
People think that he's coming after me. He's not coming after me. Do you realize that? Like, all of you guys that are cheering him on, do you realize you're cheering him on to 10 more years in prison if he breaks his bail conditions for doing this? If you're cheering him on for this behavior, you're cheering him on because he's potentially tampering with a witness and a victim, and that's an additional charge that they can prosecute on him. And he's not coming after me. He doesn't care about me.
Well, yes, he does.
I'm not the one that started this.
There's a video of you saying, implying that he was gay.
I'm not the one that put this out. Actually, TMZ broke the story. Dr. Phil put it out. Every other agent, like People, Entertainment Tonight, E! News, Radar Online, Us Magazine, In Touch, every outlet has talked about this. NBC, ABC, CBS, y'all, every outlet has talked about this.
But you're not an outlet.
I'm not being weak. How am I being weak right now? The FBI is involved because he's under federal indictment and he's facing 30 years in prison. And his trial starts on May 16th. And he's facing 30 years in prison. 30. And he believes that his daughter is a witness. He said it repeatedly. He's coming after me. Indirectly, because I'm friends with her. He has said on his podcast, I am her best friend. So
now, is she saying that he said on the podcast that I am her best friend? Is she now saying that they're not best friends? Is that what she's saying?
He's trying to get to her through me because he can't talk to her. It is not dropped.
Well, what was dropped then?
No, she's sleeping, you guys. She had a really rough day. Lindsay's not going to say anything publicly. Like, she's just not.
No, she's going to let you do it. And then deny that she'll say, I didn't tell her to do that. She's done that off the bat. Well, we can all see how this is going to end.
She's sleeping. She had a really tough day today.
Who's sleeping?
When you're out on bond and you have conditions that flat out say that you cannot intimidate people that are victims or witnesses, indirectly or directly, and then you go after a friend, that's actually called indirect harassment. People that are cheering him on for going after me, what you're doing is cheering him on for going after her.
She's repeating something that KJ claimed that she was her best friend. Lindsay's sleeping.
He doesn't care about me. He wants her.
No, he wants you. I think they asked about her friend. Oh, okay.
To hurt her. His trial starts on May 16th. It was not dropped. He tried to get some evidence dropped. It didn't happen. They have not dropped any of the charges. He's still facing, I think, 9 or 10 counts. Bank fraud, obstruction of justice.
This is why he's going after her.
Defrauding the United States of America, and tax evasion. And then there's an active investigation into the other stuff with her. I'm not going to do a live with her. No. I don't talk about anything about her that's not public. And I'm not bringing her on for content. Tonight I'm angry and I'm frustrated and I'm just speaking my mind.
Yeah, and tomorrow she'll get a phone call from Lindsay. Well, that's the question. Is Lindsay asking KJ to talk to her? Talk for her?
He has federal charges. He has a 10-count federal indictment. I think it's like 5 counts for bank fraud, wire fraud. There's like 4 or 5 banks in the indictment that he allegedly stole money from.
Well, that's why I need to play this now, because this could disappear, by the way. So that's why I was really wanting to try and get it up, like play it, because she could delete it when she sobers up.
Defrauding the United States
Allegedly.
of America, obstruction of justice, tax evasion. It's like millions of dollars, too, that they're alleging that they stole. It's ridiculous. But no, they didn't get off on this. No, Lindsay did not report him to anything. You guys can see in all of the indictment, Lindsay's name is not in there one time. Not once. Go read the documents. Go read the fucking court documents. Her name is not mentioned. And who, like, hey, can I ask you a question?
I'd rather you didn't.
If someone's doing illegal shit and someone turns them in, who's the one to blame? It's not the person that turns them in. It's the person doing illegal shit.
Is she just now stating that Lindsay turned him in? Is that what she's just stated? Because that's what Lindsay has denied, that she did turn him in. She was saying that it was the brother or something. Has now KJ just put Lindsay in it? Whoopsies.
Pay your taxes, no one would know. I'm so sick of people saying that snitches are the reason people get in trouble. No, the reason people get in trouble is because people break the law. If you break the law, you don't have to worry about, if you don't break the law, you don't have to worry about people snitching on you. How about we stop saying snitches get stitches and we just stop being ethical? The person doing the illegal shit is the person that's responsible, and everything else is just a scapegoat.
Oh, it's gone already?
All right, I gotta go.
Hallelujah.
I'm not being rude to my fans, Emily. I'm being passionate. I'm being angry. I'm being frustrated. Oh, my eyes are. Oh,
boy.
She did not turn him in.
Now she's saying, oh.
She did not turn him in. Read the indictment. The indictment, do you realize they found out half of the stuff from his own bankruptcy case? The federal government, in their indictment, outlines how they found out about it and had nothing to do with her. They had an active bankruptcy case, and they audited the bankruptcy case, and they found a lot of shit. When you don't pay your taxes to the federal government, guess what? They find out. Susie, go online, Google it. I don't have time to explain.
Well, that's it. So, yes, so that was it. So, I would agree, plan to create. Some of those Instagram posts could be deemed as threatening. So just to remind you what she posted, she's got Chrisley doesn't know best. Chrisley doesn't know best. Chrisley, we already met with the FBI. I won't apologize for the truth. Leave your daughter alone. She doesn't deserve this, and I'm lucky she's my friend. May 16, your trial starts. Next week, we meet the feds again. I spoke to your case manager at the FBI. We meet next week with them. Keep running your mouth. The feds are watching it all. So, yes, it could be deemed that she is, but she's definitely poking a bear. Let's just say that. So, you say it best when you say nothing at all. She could have just said nothing. She could have said nothing and been done with it. Yeah. So anyway, so on that note, I may not be online tomorrow night, only because I've got a 3 a.m. start the next day. I might try and pop on sometime tomorrow, but other than that, I will catch you again Monday. I'll catch you again. I'll keep uploading stuff, and so thank you all for joining me, and I hope you have a good day. I do have a church service on the other channel, Hobson's Bay Salvation Army. If you do a search for that, you will be able to find church. Let me just quickly grab a link for you for those of you that are interested. I know not everybody wants to go to church, but that's okay. And it looks like that our church, the organisation, has decided that they have issues with discriminating between vaccinated and unvaccinated people, because a lot of our clients may be unvaccinated and stuff like that. So we probably won't be opening until next year, or until we can have everybody there. So anyway, let me just grab this link for you, and I'll put it in the chat. And yeah, you're welcome to join me for church. if you click on reminders. So here's the link for church. I set up a church channel. So there you go. That's church. And I will catch you again. I don't know when I'll be online again, as I said. But anyway, thank you all. Thank you for your love and support and care. So now you know what's been going on in my life. It's like a soap opera. But anyway, I will catch you again soon. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. And everybody, see you later.